You're watching Machindo's hometown station, HTV1.
Hello everyone, it's Brett Boyd from the Market House, where we have adjusted our hours to serve the community and keep our community and our associates safe. So now Market House is available to you from 9 until 6 every single day, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. with an exclusive shopping hour for seniors from 9 to 10. And don't forget our text shopping service as well, 517-234-2020. Market House is here for you.
Tired of having everyone know you're coming before you arrive because of your exhaust? If so, then it's time to call the experts at RS Custom Exhaust in Hillsdale. RS Custom Exhaust has all the tools and parts to make your vehicle quiet again. And for you sports car enthusiasts, if you're looking for the roar to be the king of the roads, RS Custom Exhaust can help you too. With free estimates and first-class service, RS Custom Exhaust has your vehicle covered. So stop and see them today, located at 1461 Vera Drive in Hillsdale.
From Machindo's news leader, this is HTV1 News at noon.
A local nursing home has lost 2 more residents to COVID-19, and health officials count another death in Hillsdale County. Well, good afternoon, Machindo. I'm Scott Pienta. Yesterday afternoon, the Hillsdale County Medical Care Facility reported the deaths of 1 male and 1 female resident, both of whom had tested positive for the novel coronavirus and had underlying health conditions. The facility says that their families have been contacted. On the same day, the Branch Hillsdale St. Joseph Community Health Agency says another Hillsdale County resident has passed away, though it's unclear if it was at the medical care facility or somewhere else. Now, we'll pick up the latest numbers right there, as that makes 17 dead in Hillsdale County and 118 testing positive. 53 Branch County residents have tested positive and 2 have died. Lenawee County reports 88 positive cases with 40 recovering, making that a 45% recovering rate so far. And the county has seen only 1 death from COVID-19. Lenawee also counts 18 probable cases and 6 in recovery, and no deaths in that category. Steuben County is still holding at 21 positives and 1 death. Williams County numbers continue to grow as more testing becomes available there, and Health Department reports 28 confirmed cases, 4 probable cases, and 1 death. The most recent figures were not available directly from Fulton County officials, but the state of Ohio now counts 20 cases there. Now, it is unclear if the new case in the state's count is confirmed or probable, but the state's total number is an increase of 1 case from the county health department's report on Monday. That report showed 18 confirmed cases and 1 probable case. Fulton County still counts no deaths. As the state of Michigan prepares to begin to open normal operations as much as possible, the Department of Natural Resources has lifted the statewide burn ban. That ban had been put into place to conserve emergency resources amidst the coronavirus crisis, but officials say that they've had enough time to establish better protocols for addressing virus-related issues. Local governments in the southern Lower Peninsula are now free to issue burn permits once again, and the DNR will continue to issue permits north of I-96. Also getting back to normal, Republic Waste Services will continue large item pickups in Coldwater next week. WTVB says the weekly service was suspended about a month ago due to the pandemic. Large items will be picked up on Thursdays, and Coldwater residents will have to call in their requests by 3 p.m. that Wednesday. The limit is 1 item per week, and there are size and weight restrictions. For more information or to schedule a pickup, you can call Coldwater City Hall at 517-279-9531. Well, the pandemic is forcing one local school to postpone the celebration of its 50th anniversary. The Hillsdale Daily News says Bird Lake Bible School in Hillsdale County's Jefferson Township was founded in 1970 with 48 students from kindergarten through the 8th grade. Well, it's now a K-12 school in a building that was finished in 2009. With all in-person school events canceled for the remainder of the academic year, the private schools board will have to decide when and how to celebrate the half-century mark. Whenever and however that happens, they hope to include former teachers and students in the festivities. The Indiana Toll Roads New School Food Relief Fund has already helping out local schools. The Herald Republican says all 39 public, private, and charter school organizations along the toll road's 7 counties have received funding to help with their schools' backpack food programs. Well, locally that means Prairie Heights, Fremont, Hamilton, and the Metropolitan School District of Steuben County. Now, Indiana Toll Road Concession had originally planned to send grants of up to $5,000, but after the massive response and seeing the need of the community, they've now increased the maximum amount to $14,400. CEO Nick Barr says that with meals secured, they now hope children can now focus on what they do best, learning and playing. Some relief for Michiganders with personal protection orders has come out. The Coldwater Daily Reporter says that the deadline for PPOs that were set to expire between April 27th and June 1st has been pushed back so that those who need to apply for an extension can do so once the courts and government offices reopen to the public. That comes about as a result of both administrative order from the Michigan Supreme Court and an executive order from Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Now, those who need new orders should contact the proper officials and arrange for a new petition. And as things get back to normal in Indiana, WLKI says TRINE University plans to reopen Zollner Golf Course this weekend. The on-campus course will open this Friday, and for the first 2 weeks, the hours will be from 7:30 in the morning to 6 in the evening. Golf carts will be available, but you'll only be allowed to have 1 person per cart due to social distancing rules. Sanitizing steps are in place, tee times will be spaced further apart, and golfers are encouraged to call ahead and prepay for their rounds so you don't have to enter the pro shop. All 18 holes are touch-free, and clubhouse food will only be available as a takeout. Now, you can learn more at trine.edu/ZollnerGC or by calling 260-665-4269. But it's not all fun and games just yet in Hillsdale, as Mayor Adam Stockford said yesterday that he has learned that the city's Park and Recreation Department plans to cancel this year's summer baseball program due to the pandemic. Well, that's not sitting well with the mayor, and he announced on Facebook that he's added the issue to the city's council agenda for the next meeting. Stockford says he disagrees with the department's decision and believes that the program could be held safely. He later added that he knows there are differing opinions, but he says that the city is going to start opening things back up again, not going in the other direction. The mayor said that it's past time and he's through taking marching orders from people who don't live and work in the Hillsdale community. He says he'll be pushing for the summer baseball program to be reinstated. Now, reaction to Stockford's Facebook post has been mostly positive. Well, all 3 state governments are trying to work out their paths forward as they reopen for business. And we'll have some election results from Ohio's delayed primary. HTV1 News at noon. We'll be right back.
There's a reason that professionals shop at Jonesville Lumber. They expect quality, service, and knowledge. And that's exactly what they receive. For nearly 100 years, Jonesville Lumber has been family-owned. We take pride in serving our area with great products at competitive prices. We have dedicated project estimators in-house that will help figure the materials needed to complete your next task at hand. Whether you're building your dream home, adding a pole barn, building a deck, updating your kitchen, or painting your front door, let Jonesville Lumber help you with your next project.
Authentic Mexican food is just a short drive away at El Cerrito in Coldwater and Hillsdale. The variety-packed menu has something for everyone, with classic Mexican dishes, El Cerrito specialties, and tasty treats for dessert. Don't forget the best margaritas in town with margarita specials Friday and Saturday. And carry-out ordering is great for work lunches or picking up dinner for the family. Make your next meal a fiesta for your taste buds at El Cerrito on Chicago Street in downtown Coldwater and Carlton Road in Hillsdale.
Well, Indiana Governor Eric Holcomb says health care capacity will be the primary metric that controls the state's progress as they aim to end the pandemic shutdown. The Herald Republican says this is coming despite a surge in cases over the past week, which has averaged almost 700 new cases each day statewide. In the previous 3 weeks, the average was just 467 new cases per day. Now, Indiana's stay-at-home order expires on Friday, and Holcomb is expected to loosen some restrictions when it does. Now, while the governor says he's concerned with every number that comes in, his primary concern is whether or not the healthcare system is overwhelmed. And so far, he says it's not. He gave credit to the Hoosiers Hoosiers helping flatten the curve by staying at home and limit the number of new infections each day. As of Tuesday, about 44% of ICU beds in Indiana were open and 79.5% of ventilators were available. Holcomb said that the number of positive cases is not the main issue, but rather it's keeping the curve flat enough to manage health care resources. He added that more testing is on the way, and which will increase the infection figures, and the virus will continue to be a concern for at least a year. Well, speaking of that increased testing, the Herald Republican says 50 new testing sites will be opening across Indiana over the next 2 weeks, including one right here in Angola. Now, that will be located at the National Guard Armory on Williams Street and is expected to be open within a week. The testing sites are being set up by Optimum Serve Health Services through the Indiana State Department of Health. Those locations will be specifically testing those with symptoms of the coronavirus. Now, those who have been in close contact with an infected person and residents of congruent regional or residential areas. Now, Optimus Serve says already set up a similar program in California. The service will be free of charge and no insurance will be necessary, as results should be available within 48 hours of testing. In Ohio, the Bryan Times reports that medical procedures that do not require an overnight stay will be allowed to continue on May 1st. That announcement was made by Governor Mike DeWine at his press conference on Monday. Dentists and veterinarians should also be able to continue business as usual at the start of the month. Manufacturing, distribution, and construction will be able to continue with safety precautions in place on May 4th. General offices will also be able to open to the 4th, be able to open on the 4th, but DeWine still encourages people to work from home whenever possible. Now, consumer retailers and services will be able to reopen with safety precautions on May 12th. Well, the limit of gatherings of more than 10 people, however, will continue. One notable difference, DeWine said on Monday that people will be required to wear face masks at retail stores, but he has changed course on Tuesday. The governor now says that while it's strongly recommended, face masks will not be required for shoppers. However, individual business owners will be allowed to require face masks if they choose. The Michigan Senate Republicans are calling on Governor Gretchen Whitmer to lift the ban on non-essential medical procedures and dental care. The Associated Press says that while a resolution passed in Lansing yesterday is symbolic, it's the latest move by GOP lawmakers who want the Democratic governor to ease pandemic restrictions. Whitmer is currently asking the state legislature to extend the state of emergency by another 28 days. She's also allowed larger plant nurseries and greenhouses to reopen as of last week, as long as social distancing rules are observed. Well, yesterday was a rescheduled primary election day in Ohio. Now, here are the unofficial local results from the Bryan Times and the Village Reporter and WBNO. In the Williams County Republican Sheriff's primary, Tim Kocher came out the winner with 43%. Tim Livingood got 33% of the vote, and Sean Falk received 23.8%. Kocher says he's ready to start training immediately, and he's currently running unopposed in the general election. The proposed income tax for the North Central School District failed, with 487 voting against it and 355 in favor. The 0.5% tax on earned income would have generated about $338,000 per year for the district. North Central is now expected to run a deficit up to $75,000 in the next fiscal year. Superintendent William Hennick told the Times that the result was, quote, unfortunate. A trucker was airlifted from a scene of a two-truck crash yesterday, and a local shooting victim gets a warm welcome home from the hospital. Well, those stories and more when we come back.
The Saucy Dogs is the name, and barbecue is the game. Come on down for a good time and some great food At Saucy Dogs, try our barbecue nachos or our tasty ribs. We'll have you howling for more. Saucy Dogs, downtown Jonesville.
Does your vehicle sound like a tractor putting down the road? Then you need to see the experts at RS Custom Exhaust in Hillsdale. They will give you a free estimate along with first-class customer service. They custom make any exhaust needed for your vehicle. Stop and see them today, located at 1461 Vera Drive in Hillsdale.
Hello everyone, it's Brett Boyd from the Market House, where we have adjusted our hours to serve the community and keep our community and our associates safe. So now Market House is available to you from 9 until 6 every single day, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. with an exclusive shopping hour for seniors from 9 to 10. And don't forget our text shopping service as well, 517-234-2020. Market House is here for you.
El Cerrito's variety-packed menu has something for everyone. With generous servings and lots of flavor, you'll think of it as a fiesta for your taste buds. Dine in or carry out at El Cerrito on Chicago Street in downtown Coldwater and Carlton Road in Hillsdale.
There's a reason that professionals shop at Jonesville Lumber. They expect quality, service, and knowledge. And that's exactly what they receive. For nearly 100 years, Jonesville Lumber has been family-owned. We take pride in serving our area with great products at competitive prices. We have dedicated project estimators in-house that will help figure the materials needed to complete your next task at hand. Whether you're building your dream home, adding a pole barn, building a deck, updating your kitchen, or painting your front door, let Jonesville Lumber help you with your next project.
The Saucy Dogs is the name and barbecue is the game. Come on down for a good time and some great food. At Saucy Dogs, try our barbecue nachos or our tasty ribs. We'll have you howling for more. Saucy Dogs, downtown Jonesville.
A truck driver was taken to the hospital after his semi collided with another truck in Williams County yesterday afternoon. WLKI and the Village Reporter say it happened on County Road 6 and US 6 in St. Joseph Township just after 4:10 p.m. 50-year-old Samuel Blackburn of Edgerton was northbound on CR6 when he failed to yield at the stop sign. A westbound semi driven by 48-year-old Matthew Myers of Hamilton was then hit by Blackburn's truck. Blackburn was airlifted to Parkview Regional Hospital in Fort Wayne with serious injuries, and officials believe he was not wearing a seatbelt at the time. The Ohio State Highway Patrol is still investigating that crash. We'll take a look at this photo. The Hillsdale Daily News caught this moment as legend Gore returned home from his hospital on Saturday. Now, Gore is the 16-year-old boy who was shot in the heart with a pellet gun in Camden Township the week prior. The paper says Gore was welcomed home by fellow Pittsford students, community members, and his friends and family in Prattville. A small parade passed by his home and got handed some gifts. Others holding signs to welcome him back. Well, congratulations, legend. Yesterday, President Trump, Ivanka, and Secretary of Treasury Steve Mnuchin and a handful of small business owners spoke on the impact of the PPP loans had on their small businesses to keep their doors open and employees paid during the novel coronavirus pandemic. Amy Wright, owner of Biddy and Bo's coffee shop, was able to hire back all 120 employees, most of whom have some sort of intellectual and developmental disability.
I know everyone is ready to return to normal, but I believe it's time for a new normal. One where people with disabilities are valued, especially in the workplace. As a recipient of the PPP loan, we will continue to take up the charge and help everyone, especially people with disabilities, pursue the American dream.
Thank you, Mr. President, for having us. I love my job and I am excited about going back to work. At Biddy and Bo's, we like to use the phrase called not broken. That means me and all my amazing coworkers are not broken, and we have lots to offer. I know the great country of the United States isn't broken either. So on behalf of myself, Megan, and Amy, and all the employees of Biddy and Bo's, thank you for inviting us over.
Several other small businesses were represented at the briefing, from optometrists to third-generation highway construction companies, giving their stories and support for the payroll protection program, after which Secretary of the Treasury Steve Mnuchin gave an update.
took the money, and we've been very clear. We announced today that any loan over $2 million will have a full review for forgiveness before they're repaid, because this is the story of small business here. And I am so pleased to see how this is working. So thank you, Mr. President. I'd also just like to comment, we're going to be up to close to $120 million of direct deposits in checks for the economic impact payments. If you have not received it yet, please go to irs.gov, get my payment. We made some corrections to the website over the weekend. Please go on and check your payment. If you haven't received your payment, upload your information so we can get you the money.
President Trump concluded the conference by saying that he believes the third quarter, even though it's a transitional quarter due to the stay-at-home order, will be successful, followed by a strong fourth quarter. And even into next year, he believes the economy will rebound and be strong. The PPP has invested over $600 billion as well as $300 billion in disaster loans and over $20 billion in grants. Well, those are today's top stories. We'll see you back here tomorrow for HTV1 News at noon. Don't forget, you can find out more news on our live stream 24/7 at htv1.net. For all of us here at HTV1, I'm Scott Pienta. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Have a great day. Tired of having everyone know you're coming before you arrive because of your exhaust? If so, then it's time to call the experts at RS Custom Exhaust in Hillsdale. RS Custom Exhaust has all the tools and parts to make your vehicle quiet again. And for you sports car enthusiasts, if you're looking for the roar to be the king of the roads, RS Custom Exhaust can help you too. With free estimates and first-class service, RS Custom Exhaust has your vehicle covered. So stop and see them today, located at 1461 Vera Drive in Hillsdale.
Hello everyone, it's Brett Boyd from the Market House, where we have adjusted our hours to serve the community and keep our community and our associates safe. So now Market House is available to you from 9 until 6 every single day, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. with an exclusive shopping hour for seniors from 9 to 10. And don't forget our text shopping service as well, 517-234-2020. Market House is here for you.